Hello there. Welcome to the Single Man Cookbook, where I bring you... No, I'm just playing, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Single Man Cookbook, where I bring you restaurant quality recipes you can make from the comfort of your own home. Let's get it. And while we at it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody. Alright, y'all, so the recipe for today is gonna be creamy Tuscan chicken thighs, an Applewood bacon crumble on top. Stay tuned. Let's get it poppin'. Alright, so today's recipe is actually gonna be very, very easy. I'm to start with us taking some bone-in thighs. We'll season these up, we'll rub them with some olive oil, season them. They're gonna go in the oven, get to the internal temperature that they need to be at, which is 165. And then while they're baking, we'll make our sauce, our creamy Tuscan sauce. So for this one, you will need some fresh parsley, fresh Parmesan cheese that we'll grate down, fresh basil, green onion, 1 red bell pepper. We'll take some of these grape tomatoes, fresh garlic, and some fresh spinach, half and half. Olive oil, white wine, 1/4 of a cup of white wine. Make sure y'all use a dry wine. We'll go ahead and get our chicken thighs washed, and then we will throw them things into that oven. I'm gonna go ahead and preheat the oven now to 375. So we're only gonna use 6 of these out of this pack. I'm not gonna use the whole pack. I'll use this other chicken for something else because it's a family pack. All right, y'all, so that chicken is washed. I'm getting ready to pat them dry with a paper towel. Make sure you are patting them dry with a paper towel. I'm gonna drizzle it with a little bit of olive oil, and then I'm gonna season it with the kosher salt, black pepper thing into the oven and let it cook down. So whenever you're cooking it, you're gonna need to make sure you put it on a bacon rack. So you have your sheet, and then you have your bacon rack. That way it keeps it from sitting in its own juices. We want the chicken to get a nice crisp on top of it. So this is gonna be our pan that we're gonna cook everything else in. So our Tuscan sauce will be made in this pan. So I'm getting ready to prep all of the vegetables and everything that goes into it. Remember, it's gonna be a creamy sauce. right, so first up, we got our pan heating up over a medium heat. I'm gonna spray it with a little bit of this avocado nonstick oil. The first thing that's gonna go into this pan is gonna be our 4 strips of bacon. So we're just gonna use that bacon fat to cook our to start our cream sauce base in. So stay tuned. Make sure don't drain out that bacon fat.
He did it again.
Alright, so that bacon is done, y'all. Go ahead and transfer this over to a little plate with a napkin, paper towel, let it drain. And remember, leave that bacon fat in there. We're going to use that to cook. So as soon as we get that set up to the side, I want you to come on in with 1/4 cup of your minced onion. Cook on down. Our tomatoes in. And I believe it was only 8 tomatoes that I cut in half. So if you like more tomato in yours, you can definitely use more. Feel free. So while that's starting to cook down, we're gonna let those tomatoes cook for a little while. As soon as that skin starts to look like it's starting to kind of bubble a little bit, that's when you'll do your next step, and we're gonna add in that spinach. And we're looking like we're about good. So now we take the 3 cups of spinach, dump that in, and let that cook down. And while that's cooking down, we're gonna add in our 1 tablespoon of our minced garlic. And now our strips of red bell pepper. And give it a good tossing. So this recipe got a lot of color, a lot of pop. A teaspoon of our butter that's gonna jump in. And while that's simmering, we have 1/4 cup of that white dry wine. And look how that white dry wine peels up all of that stuck on bacon that was at the bottom. All that char gets raised up and it keeps cooking. So we're just gonna let those red bell peppers get a little tender. And we can drop in our 1 tablespoon of the green onion, chopped green onion. It's starting to get tender. So now we're gonna drop in our 2 tablespoons of fresh parsley. One-4 tablespoon paprika. This is 1/4 tablespoon of Italian seasoning and 1/4 tablespoon of red pepper flakes. Man, that smells delicious, y'all. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. And now time to turn this into our creamy sauce. We jump in with our 1 cup of half and half and drizzle that on in. Give it a good stir. And now we're gonna introduce our 1/3 cup of Parmesan. So, and let's turn that heat up from a medium to a medium high. Get that cheese melted in. So we're gonna let this get a good bubble. And let's check on our chicken. And it should be about time for us to get our chicken downloaded into this. And then we'll actually let it keep simmering with the top on there for a little while. All right, y'all, so the chicken is done. This is ready for the chicken to get downloaded into here. And we'll just go ahead and place them in. So since we have this in here now, I'm gonna sprinkle it with a little bit more kosher salt. Not much. And we're gonna cover this, turn it up to medium, and let it cook for about 5 minutes. So we're gonna ahead, we got 1 teaspoon of lemon juice to add in there. And we're gonna leave it uncovered for now. And we're in our last 2 minutes now of just letting it kind of cook down. Fresh basil. Just sprinkle it on in. Let's go ahead and remove it from the heat. We'll let it sit for like 5 minutes. How we looking, y'all? Alright, so we getting ready to plate this thing. I'm gonna tune back in after I got this thing plated. Well, I definitely appreciate y'all sticking with me to the end. If y'all love this recipe, drop a comment in the section below. Also, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody about it, man. Get me in that algorithm.